right.
We're ready.
Everybody ready? Meeting is now called to order. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Tara, roll call.
Councilmember Campbell,
Here.
Councilmember Ring,
Here.
Councilmember Mays,
Here.
Councilmember Barnhart, here, Councilmember Bakke,
Here.
Councilmember Hanselman.
Here. All right, everyone's present. Public comment, we actually do not have anyone in the audience this evening, so we will move right along to department reports. And Travis, I realize our police and fire are not here tonight.
So yeah, I just created this so we can try to get back to, this work session being a replacement for committees so that we can touch on each
Yeah.
item that used to be in committees. So I don't have anything for.
I was gonna say, do you have any updates from each? Okay, perfect. So going forward, we'll start kind of with that cadence, and if there are items needed within those departments, we'll start there. If someone's here for each department, we'll start with that during the session. Before we move along though, does anybody have anything pertaining to any of those departments that we need to address at the moment?
Would that,
Yes, go
would that
ahead.
be about the pictures that I took at the tennis courts?
Pictures that you, so I know this is a tennis court.
Probably round table.
Okay.
In full theory, though, it doesn't really matter either place that you bring it up, but we'll address it during
Okay.
roundtable. All right, so there is an executive session on the agenda, so.
Well, I do have
Oh.
topics for utilities and.
Oh, I apologize, I'm sorry, I started at the top and didn't do the rest, so go right ahead,
Okay,
Travis.
so, I wanted to kind of go through what we're doing. For water and sewer, we're working with Structure Point to move forward with the State Street Lift Station project that has been started, and then also getting that Hamer Road Water Tower project completed. We do have funding in place for most of that Hamer Road Water Tower, so hopefully we'll get that moving forward here this year. For the sewer plant, we've had quite a few issues lately with pump-related failures and setbacks. So we had a pump that had been out since last October getting worked on. The replacement that was working for that, it failed last week, and then so we hooked up our diesel run pump. It failed, so we ended up having to get electric down there with the digger derrick and lift one pump out of the pit, and they were able to get it functioning. And then we also had some telemetry issues at the same time. So they've had probably their first big crisis without Derek at the helm. So, but everybody pulled together and everything is functioning. I think that replacement pump is supposed to be delivered this week, so I think they'll be able to take a bit of a sigh of relief on that. For electric, we are working through engineering for that tie-in project. And then I wanted to touch on, the upcoming increase in the capacity market. As you know, we had found out at the auction mid last year that the capacity market's increasing quite a bit starting middle of this year. So the July bill will go up quite a bit. It's going to go up roughly $40,000 a month, and it's going to cost upwards of $500,000 over the next 12 months, increasing capacity fees. So there was supposed to have been another auction in December, but the concern was that was going to go from $269 to $700, which would have been $170,000 a month. So that would have been a $2 million hit. So they canceled that auction. They're supposed to have one in June of this year. In the meantime, Pennsylvania's governor sued PJM, and so they established a ceiling and a floor for this auction. So the ceiling is going to be $325, The floor is 175. Those are still not good numbers, so we're not gonna see, I mean, we could see a slight increase over this year, or we could see a slight decrease, but, you know, we're looking at least 2 years of high capacity rates. So, you know, everybody in PJM, which PJM is basically, it was originally Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, but it's the whole, much of the Midwest and East Coast is PJM. So all of the entities, you know, big or small, are going to be raising their rates over the next few months to account for this. So I will be working with Cassandra over the next month or two to get some rate proposals ready for council to review. You know, we don't necessarily need to raise them enough to recover the whole 500,000, but we can't eat 500,000 because of the projects that we have over the next, you know, 5 to 10 years to get our electric upgraded and ready for the future. So, you know, it took a long time to build up that fund. We don't want this to just suck all the money back out of it. So we'll have to look at a compromise there. But keep in mind that that's, you know, big or small, they're all going to be going up and quite a bit. So we'll have more on that to come, but expect those rate reviews over the next couple of months. And then let's see, let me go back. For streets, we are going to be going out to bid here soon. We're working on getting our list of streets ready for the 2025 paving program. So we'll get that out to bid over the next month, and then we'll have that for council approval. Keep in mind that we do still have the 2024 paving program out for pavement as soon as the weather improves this spring. And again, those streets were Ohio Street from Maine to the corporation limit, Elm Street from Ohio to State, East Grant from Elm to Ohio, Hillcrest is on that list, Douglas Lane, and then Douglas Circle was also out to bid, but it didn't make the cut for the budget that we had, so that will be at the top of this year's list, and then we'll go from there. So I'll get those streets out to you once we get that established. Jeremiah's been working on that, and then we'll get that to engineering for the bid documents and get that out to bid soon. Parks and Rec, we do have the playground equipment in town, so Jeremiah will be digging the area out there in front for playground installation. They're hoping to get that started depending on weather here in the next week or two. So we will be seeing the new playground equipment coming in hopefully here in the next month. We'll see it in place. Yeah, we'll take a look. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you decide what you're gonna put like around the barrier of,
So yeah, this will have a full concrete barrier that'll hold the.
it's gonna be concrete,
yeah.
not plastic?
No, most of it's pretty concrete. It's pretty much the way to go anymore. That's what we've done, and that's what the common. That way, it holds that mulch in, and it doesn't twist and doesn't move. So like if you step on it, it doesn't kick out, you know, cause ankle injuries and stuff. Yeah, it's far enough away so that you can't fall. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can, but you can hit your head on the playground, on the walk path, or anything. The concrete's pretty the typical mechanism now for those. Now we will have them fix a spot so that we can put in a handicap accessible walk to the playground. And then hopefully this fall we will have the next round for the smaller kid playground equipment for next year. And that'll sit next to it.
And are they still planning on redoing the walking path? Have we got that?
Yeah, that is all ready to go. We have that money from the county, and it's ready as soon as warm weather comes for that. We still need to get some trees removed in that vicinity, but yeah, that's still a go for that.
Do we still have that lined up with the trees coming out, some of those? Are we
Yes,
working
we're
through that?
on Yeah, he has to go ahead and start.
Okay. What else?
I think that's it.
Questions, comments?
He just mentioned the trees. Is there going to be any kind of decent outcome from the sale of the timber, or is there?
I think it's going to just be an offset, you know, so that it doesn't cost us anything, but we probably won't make anything. A lot of what we thought was good lumber is hollowed out. You what we've seen from initial estimates, so we'll see how it goes, but.
So they
Because
come in
we're-
and bored the trees, I guess, to verify they were hollow?
Well, we just had one nice one that came down in the last month that was hollow, so. The thing is, this person that we're gonna use is the guy who took the tree down for us, that emergency tree that we had last year. He's gonna haul everything away, clean up all the tops, so he's doing more than a logger would.
So he's cleaned it spots?
Yeah, so we feel like that's a better trade-off.
Absolutely. Mhm.
Other comments, questions? All right, thank you. So you'll notice on your agenda, there is an executive session. So we do need to have that language read and a motion made, if someone is willing to do so.
I would like to make a motion to go into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G2 to discuss the purchase of property for a public purpose.
Councilmember Campbell has properly made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Councilmember Mays. Tara, roll call.
Councilmember Barnhart. Yes. Councilmember Balky.
Yes.
Councilmember Hanselman. Yes. Councilmember Campbell.
Yes.
Councilmember Ring.
Yes.
Councilmember Mays.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. As soon as Travis